2, you won't soon forget.
Yeah.
All right, club members, here we are at the finale of season 2, episode 8. And
Wow.
This one has some good content too. And so we're ending on a high note.
Yep.
I don't know. It's not like it grows and crescendos. I think we're high all the way.
Yes.
Just all the way across. But this one starts when you asked a question to Ronnie about future projects. And is his days as a bass player over?
Right.
We learned the answer.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I think if the price is right, you can pull him out of retirement.
He can be bought off, huh?
Everybody has a price.
Bought off that couch. Not that he's ever on one. We've learned he's everywhere.
Yeah, he gets around. We also talked about the band's rehearsals and what they did. Did they play a lot? Did they talk a lot? Did they have a lot of fun messing around?
Or was it strict and getting to it?
Yeah. It's just a lot of good insight there on what it was like to be wherever it was they were rehearsing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen a couple, or at least one YouTube video of those rehearsals, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I bet they just had a blast.
Yeah.
And then this was the one episode that we did where we didn't have a quick take so much on an artist,
right?
But you did ask him if he did have another chance, and this kind of ties into future projects, if he had a chance to play in another band besides the Muffs, because we know he considers himself a member of the Muffs, not necessarily a bass player. And I see a bass behind you right now, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's an art this way.
Yeah, that way. And, so if he had a chance to play bass in another band, what would it be? And before club members, you listen to it. Any guesses? What?
ABBA?
I bet he would say yes. I bet he would say yes.
You know, this is one of those you can't even get wrong. I don't think. You haven't been paying attention if you get this one wrong.
Right. If you don't guess this one,
you need to go watch.
You're out of the club.
Yeah. Yeah. Turn in your card and get out, because you should know the answer to this one.
Absolutely. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and if you're interested in seeing a season 3, maybe we'll be back.
Could be. If you got some questions you'd like us to ask Ronnie, maybe something about the band, about touring, whatever. One thing, it's not real hard to pull information out of Ronnie. He's really good to help us along. So want to thank him, because without him, this show wouldn't be possible. You guys watching, if you're still with us, we thank you.
Yes,
we'd love to do another season.
We would love to.
And if there's somebody else you'd like us to join into the club, maybe have Melanie come in for a quick visit. Maybe Roy. I would love to talk to Roy, but that's whether or not that's in the cards. We'll see. Absolutely. I don't have that juice card. Do you?
I know somebody that knows somebody.
There you go. You know a guy. All right.
So hopefully enjoy the season finale.
Thank you. Bye now. You say you're retired, semi-retired. I know you did a track on Rick Ramadica's album. Now, are you open to that in the future? If someone calls you up and says, hey, you want to record on my album? You want to do a track? You want to do an album? Where are you at?
Look, Rick paid me so well for that. I couldn't resist.
About the Benjamins.
He was able to buy that big old
barcode.
Yeah,
those aren't cheap. Those aren't cheap. You have to pay extra for the big ones.
That barcode, he should have called the album Barcode.
Yes, he should have.
God, that barcode is amazing, right? I don't even think that'll scan. It's so big.
Great album, by the way. Let's not.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's not detour from the barcode.
Let's plug Rick. Yeah. No, Rick's a good friend of mine, and of course, he asked me, and so I said yes. So obviously there are exceptions. if I get an offer I can't refuse, okay. I did a Ginger Wildheart from the Wild Hearts, an English band. It's been around a long time. It's not that's well known in certain parts of the world. He asked me to do a track, and I did it. And I don't know when that's going to come out. So
Cool.
there are exceptions, I guess. But as far as organically forming a band, that's not.
Right.
I don't see that happening unless it's again something I can't refuse. If David Lee Roth wants me to play in his band, I'll play in his band. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even Lita Ford, yes, I'll play with Lita Ford. But that said, I don't know if it's because of the kind of way our band ended and that we worked so hard for so long, but I don't have the energy or the inclination. And look, I was not that guy even when we formed the Muffs. I ended up in the Muffs because my girlfriend formed a new band and I played bass in high school. I was not scouring the ads, and I know I told that lazy cowgirl story, but
right.
That was an offer that sounded that I couldn't refuse at that time. So
right.
I won't say never, never say never or whatever. But I don't know. There are things I don't miss, obviously I miss the playing and the camaraderie and the crowds and every show. Like Jeff's asking about bad shows, but I got to say, those weird shows, those were all in our distant past. Like in the last 12 years of the band, every show was special. It really was. I'm not just saying that. Like, so, I mean, some were bigger than others, but whatever it was, playing a punk rock festival or playing to our own crowd or playing a power pop shindig or whatever it was. So don't take that the wrong way, people. The Muffs was my band. I'm just not even though I did extra stuff along the way here and there, I mean, that was my band. So
nice.
That is what it is.
I'd love to see some of your bass playing chops pop up from here to there, some different projects. That would be awesome.
Agreed.
Thanks, you guys.
Especially your acting abilities in Rick's video. You really stepped out of character on that one.
I did. Well, I had to. I guess that goes back to me putting on the Kiss makeup. How that would feel. We had to dress in clown makeup and had to figure out the clown makeup really quick. I didn't know what I was going to do. I said I wasn't really looking to have a tribute to Peter Criss, but I said maybe I guess if you put on cat makeup, you're going to be Peter Criss, right? But Rick's daughter made me up.
Very good.
So, and I kept apologizing to her the whole time. Like, I'm sorry, you're having to touch my face.
You get so close to my face.
Yeah, exactly. But it turned out fun. I know. Yeah, Rick, that video turned out fun. And I had to, it's just an exaggeration of my kind of bored guy persona. I'm the bored clown in that. Got to wear some stuff and work with a mermaid. That was special.
That doesn't happen every day.
No. And she wore that outfit a good percentage of that day too.
Wow.
Glad I got to have a scene with her. So
if you could play in another band, what band would you play in? Whether it be one show or a tour?
Oh man. That's a good question. Well, and this is like taking into account that I would have the ability to actually fill in to the act.
Right. Let's pretend you do.
Yeah. Look, it's going to be the obvious answer. Kiss,
Right.
And that would be because of everything to do with a Kiss show, like the preparation, You know, putting on that makeup, getting in that costume, the effects, what the crowd must look like to them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very good.
And I'm talking early Kiss.
Yeah.
The crowd probably looks a little different now to them. It's guys like us
Me and Jeff look
Yeah.
back at you.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, Kiss. You know, any of the classic band. You know, Van Halen. You know, how fun must that have been?
Yeah.
But you know, I'd have to have some superhuman ability, though. I mean, Michael Anthony is the unsung hero. You know,
Yes.
he really is. So
Well,
unsung, no pun intended. 'Cause
Yeah.
those vocals, having that second, he's like a second lead vocalist.
I swear when I saw Van Halen with Wolf up here in Devore that I heard Michael Anthony's vocals in the background.
Yeah, I know. But you know, now that Wolf's music's come out, we know he can sing.
Oh,
But
kids
it's
got
a different
chops.
kind of voice. It's a different kind of voice.
Yeah.
But yeah. You know, we had our share of gigs that maybe weren't so hot, and they were generally in smaller towns, where there wouldn't be a lot of people there. And with our act, we just I don't know. Some nights we would be better than other nights with the kind of act we did, right? And just, you know, those kind of gigs just were not good for our band morale. I'll put it that way. So as far as like really like gigs that were just really horrible, we truly did not have anything that was bad, you know, that was really bad. You know, we played a pizza place that had a tree growing in the middle of the building once. You know, we had I was surrounded by skinheads after a show wanting to kick my ass, because I put a mic stand in the back of somebody that was stage diving. You know, these are all just weird things. But as far as gigs, I mean, you know, on the here's a good example. We did the Warp Tour in 2000, and you know, and we'd either be on the small stage, you know, later in the afternoon, or if we were on the big stage, we'd be early, like first or second. And think about the Warp Tour, you don't know where you're going to play. You get there at 11 a.m. They tell you you're going to be on that stage, like from day to day, which is odd now I think about it. But yeah, so the days we're on the big stage, you know, I always thought of our band as like being really commercial. You know, if people only heard us, we'd go over great. How could they not? But you know, when we're in front of those big crowds, which happened every now and then, I realize how uncommercial is the wrong word, but just it just, you know, we didn't appeal like some of the other bands. So our last date of the Warp Tour was in Asbury Park, New Jersey, one of my favorite towns. But we're on the big stage, and we're playing between Anti-Flag and the Long Beach Dub All Stars. And we're not, and again, we're all these bands are fans of ours, right? So if you look on the side of the stage, there's band members from all the bands, not all the bands, but you know what I mean? Like it's packed out with people watching us. Meanwhile, in the crowd, we're playing after Anti-Flag, and on the Warp Tour, the big stages, they have two of them. So one band ends and the next one starts, right? So we're standing there and watching them. They're like, this is our last song. It's called Fuck the Government. You know, that's what it's about. And like, you know, they have a huge slam circle, you know, and then we come on with our act and we're like the Carpenters or something, you know, like, so we don't get booed or anything, but we don't have a slam pit. You know what I mean? And at one point somebody throws an empty Gatorade bottle, one of the smaller ones. And Kim says, yeah, you want to throw that bottle? Go ahead, throw bottles. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah. So The stage is littered with Gatorade bottles.
That's
So,
God.
you know, those kind of things are kind of weird. And then, you know, we did one of the other big shows. We did Universal Amphitheater with No Doubt, and we're first. And Gwen was a fan of ours, by the way. There's a story. Our friend Duke brought Gwen to see us at Bogart's in Long Beach early on, before we had a record, and as before No Doubt hit like they did. And he told me afterwards, Gwen was like, "That's the band that's going to make it. You know, I'm totally jealous."
Right.
It's not what happened. But
They're just a little bit above you.
yeah. But anyway, Gwen, you know, we were supposed to do a tour with No Doubt in '96. We were between records, but we couldn't turn down that offer. And what happened was, like, somebody got sick. I think it was Gwen herself, but we traveled all the way to the East Coast. We were supposed to start on the East Coast, and they canceled. So this whole tour we were on the major label then, so we didn't take a bath financially, but
Right.
the label did. But anyway, it led to this us opening Universal Amphitheater, and Gwen led us to the stage and stuff. But yeah, it's
Cool.
I can't say we won over the crowd, but you know, again, they didn't boo or anything. But yeah, being an opening act is it's weird. There's something to be said for just playing to a full club of people that love you, as opposed to like
Right.
thousands of people that have no idea who you are and don't understand you. So